Hi, my name's Tom Lee. I'm the Director of Innovation and Technology at Monty St Angela Mercy College, and I'm looking forward to speaking at the ICT School Summit on the 16th of March. Well, there's many things that we can do. I think that not everything necessarily needs to be new. I think part of it is about making sure that we're delivering the right services and experiences for our stakeholders, which are our students and our teachers. We want to make sure that we do have a focus on personalised learning. Many schools will say every child is different, and therefore we have to work hard to make sure that we're differentiating where we can, and technology is one of those key things. I think leveraging online resources, because there's a plethora out there. We also want to make sure that we are able to provide access to resources that are not only appropriate, but also provides opportunities for students to stretch their own learning and to build their own understanding and to be able to create different and exciting things. Data analytics is always something that schools are talking about, and I think again it's one of those areas that we should be focusing on. But I think again there's a combination of having the right conversations and asking the right questions to be able to build those key insights that are so important to better understanding how our students are learning and how we track their progress. And most importantly, the professional learning part of it is important too. So again, it's about bringing the community along the journey, and teachers are a key part of that learning experience. So professional learning is something that we need to continue to provide and always seek different ways for students and teachers to be able to explore new and different things. From my point of view, I think connecting with and communicating with parents is a really important part of that process and that connection with school. We often talk about schools being micro communities. It is about making sure that parents do understand that there is a lot of technology out there and that we have made some important decisions about what we believe are the right pieces of technology that feed into the learning experiences for certainly in our school for their daughters. And I think that we are in an age where parents are more informed, and parents want to know how is that learning taking place in the classroom, but also the questions that they'll ask are, well, how do we best support our children when they're at home? And I think that it's all about balancing that experience. And I think providing that level of visibility and transparency and insight for our parents is a really important part of not only executing a purposeful and intentional IT strategy, but it also means then we can leverage the community, because we know that parents, we have such a diverse parent community that it's always great to have different feedbacks and ideas shared between schools and parents. I think that the challenges for IT leaders in schools would be IT leaders anywhere. I think that there's such an agenda now about security and privacy. And I think that's a really important thing in recent times of things that have happened in the world. And I think also just the emerging technologies that are coming through. So for us, understanding the better use of AI, or even just the use of AI in an educational context, and that type of thing has sort of blown up in the last month or so. But I think having those conversations again with key leaders and key stakeholder groups about the ethical use of certain technologies is an important thing. We also want to make sure that from an IT infrastructure perspective, the quality of service. We also want to make sure that students and teachers have a smooth and seamless experience online from a teaching and learning perspective, whether that's trying to federate all of our services into a simple sign-on experience for our students and staff. I think that's an important thing. There is that, from post-COVID, there is that sort of hunger for making things centrally accessible. So for us, that's a key challenge in making sure that we have the right platforms and the right systems in place to connect everything together. And I think also budgets are important things too. I think we shouldn't sort of shirk away from the fact that, hardware changes, strategic visions changes, capital campaigns, and that involves a lot of the inclusion of technology in a lot of learning spaces and a lot of our facilities. And also what is an ongoing challenge for us, which is a good challenge, is also trying to be great advocates of integrating meaningful technology into the classroom. So we want to make sure that we are providing the best opportunities to IT, whether it be online or whether it be the hardware that we use, for both teachers and students, to ensure that we are in a position to have them be at their best.